What is good, everybody? It is your girl Nia, the video game her, and guess what, you guys? Very soon the Nintendo Switch is going to be a year old. Isn't that crazy to think about? Think about all of the buildup and the excitement, all of the rumors about the Nintendo NX, what it was gonna be, what it was not gonna be, what the controller was gonna look like, and then we finally found out what it was gonna be in October of 2016. January of 2017, we finally got the presentation for the Nintendo Switch, and then they announced that it was coming out March 3rd, 2017. Guys, the Nintendo Switch has had an amazing year. I've greatly enjoyed my Nintendo Switch. There's some things that I've enjoyed, more that I've enjoyed pretty much from any other Nintendo console to date. But there's also some things that I feel like could be rectified on the Nintendo Switch. So today, I'm gonna be talking about my joys and my cons, you get it, right? For the Nintendo Switch within its first year. So the first joy that I want to talk about is, first of all, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I know what y'all gonna say. Well, Nia, technically, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is not just a Switch exclusive, it's also on the Wii U. And you're right, I wholeheartedly understand that. But by the time that the Switch came out, the Wii U no longer existed to me. So in my mind, Zelda Breath of the Wild is a Switch game. So Zelda, man, y'all know I'm a huge Zelda fan, and Breath of the Wild is probably my favorite, personally, Zelda game to date. The expansive world to explore, the grandiose bosses in the hub world. You can run into a Lionel or a freaking Hinox just out of nowhere, the freaking Taluses that pop out of nowhere, the dope ass Sheikah stories. The Sheikahs and the Sheikahs have always been some of my favorite, have always been one of my favorite races, as well as the Gerudo in the Zelda franchise. We haven't seen a Gerudo since The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. They brought the Gerudo back in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I think the same is with the Sheikah. Oh, you know what? I take it back. The Sheikah, well, Impa is a Sheikah who appeared in Skyward Sword. But I'm so happy to see the Gerudo. I was so happy to see the Sheikah and how they went in depth with the Sheikah, and just the technology that they created that helped Link on his path and his journey. Amazing. This is the first time we ever got a Zelda game with voice acting. Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. 2017 was the very first Zelda game with voice acting, which is wild. Everything about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild just floored me. The first time I stepped out of the creation chamber, blown away. Absolutely blown away. So because of that, that's definitely gonna have to be my first joy for the Nintendo Switch's first year. So now let's talk about my first con. This one's a big one, a really big one. So this online infrastructure though is non-existent. I can't rock with that. I feel like for the Nintendo Switch to have been out for a whole year, for the online infrastructure to be not there like at all in any capacity, is unacceptable. I know they're working on this smartphone app or whatever the heck this is supposed to be for lobbies and voice chat and all this and that. I think that entire idea needs to be thrown in the trash, to be honest. I think it's a garbage idea, if we're being 100%. And I really do hope that the Nintendo Switch itself gets the lobby system, gets the invite system, gets the voice chat and all that stuff on the device, because the biggest draw to the Nintendo Switch is that it's a very convenient device. There is no convenience in having all of your online options on an app. I'm sorry, Nintendo, it's not gonna fly with me. It's never gonna fly with me. Y'all need to fix it if y'all ain't doing that already. I know y'all trying to release this joint in September of this year, and it needs to be up to snuff. If it's not, y'all gonna hear my mouth, and like, that's all I really gotta say about that. Anyway, my next joy for the Nintendo Switch first year, new IPs. Now, they came out with ARMS this year, and I got a video coming to you guys on ARMS that I really wanna touch on some stuff about ARMS. So they had ARMS coming out this year. Even though we had a Splatoon game on the Wii U, seeing Splatoon 2 on the Switch is relatively still new-ish because a lot of people didn't play the Wii U version. And it's still new enough of an IP since the first one that we got was in 2015. And I still consider Splatoon to be a new IP. And another one that I think that people are sleeping on low-key is snipper clips. If you have a significant other, or you have friends, or you have kids, and you need a co-op game to play, y'all, snipper clips is that game. It's not like a big heavy-duty title like a Zelda or a Splatoon or anything like that, but it's a fun time. It's a good little pick up and play game to play with the people who are close to you. And man, it definitely was a surprise, a welcome surprise, I will say that. Next con, man, no virtual console. Where the freak is the virtual console? I know that they were talking about doing some type of service where they were going to be offering old games with online functionality for the online network that's supposed to be releasing this year, but there hasn't been any confirmation on if that's going to be the virtual console or if that's something that is completely independent of the virtual console as more of an incentive to pay for the online service. But like I said, man, it's been a year. We ain't heard jack squat about no daggum virtual console, and they need to talk about it. Like, seriously, where is this freaking service? The last joy that I want to talk about is that the Nintendo Switch had a consistent release schedule for the first year with Nintendo games, with indie games, with some older ports of third-party games. Like, the games just kept coming for the first year, and I'm so thankful for that because it's been a long time, probably never, that we've been able to say that Nintendo has had a consistent point-for-point release schedule. It was just game after game after game, and the indie games that released alongside the Nintendo games have been fire, fire, fire. So I'm definitely happy and I'm definitely pleased with that. So the last con that I want to talk about is this storage situation, dog. The storage situation on the Switch is very, very not ideal. In fact, I would even consider it to be asinine. The way that the saves work on the Switch right now is you cannot move or copy your saves from internal storage to your micro SD card, and I feel that extremely inconvenient. When I first got my Switch, I did not have a micro SD card, so any saves that I have from The Legend of Zelda are not on my SD card. So if something were to happen with my saves being corrupted, there's no way for me to move them to an SD card or to copy them so that I could have a save on internal as well as my external SD card. That is a problem. The fact that we don't have a cloud save option is a problem, because if something happens to your Switch, y'all, that's it. Your Switch is your system. Nintendo really does have to come up with a way to ensure that our saves are protected, especially those of us who play games heavy. Our saves, the time and the amount of patience that we put into these games is very important, and they really gotta figure that out. So I don't know what they're gonna do going forward, but it will be helpful, even if they don't do cloud saves, if we can move and copy the saves that we currently have. The Wii U had it, 3DS had it, the Wii had it. There's no reason why the Switch should not have it, and I understand there's certain precautions in place for the first year because they want to ensure that nothing like pirating is happening and hacking is happening on the Switch. But the way that I see it, hackers are gonna find a way to hack regardless. Don't hold us back because you're afraid of something that's pretty much inevitable for the most part. At any rate, you guys, that is my joys and my cons for the first year of the Nintendo Switch. Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed this video. Make sure if you did not like this video, thumbs down this video, whatever you feel like you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on social media. You can hit me up on Twitter at TheVideoGamHer. You can hit me up on Mixer at TheVideoGamHer. Of course, you're right here listening to me on YouTube at TheVideoGamHer. And if you want to hit me up on Twitch, you can follow me on Twitch at NiaLovesNinty. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video, and I'll holler at you guys later. Peace out. Every day